Hi guys, this is the Master Rock. I'm talking about more than technology. Today I will describe about the trade issue between Canada and the United States. Recently, United States they announced the new tariff 35% posed to the Canada. So that is the big problem. But I would like to give you some history data about Canada and the United States. What happened during the 2025 January to May? What happened? So please watch my these pictures. This is the map between the Canada and the United States. Each bar means the total volume, the trade volume between Canada and the United States. So we can see the January to this year May, the volume is shrink. It means the Canada and the United States is going to decoupling. The trade between Canada and the United States is shrink. But on the other hand, between the United States and Mexico, the total volume of the trade increased month by month. You can see the drawing. That graph shows you January to May, the total volume of the trade volume is growth. What happened? Why Canada impact that huge and Mexico seems nothing happened. And also their trade volume is increased. What happened? So now we go into the deeper to watch what happened is that what is the behind the truth. In the beginning, United States post China 145% tariff, but China used another way to threat United States. So they negotiate twice. The conclusion is they came to the result about 50% average for China tariff. That's the issue. So even that situation, US-China, the total volume of the trade volume decreased from the last year November to this year May. So you can see for the trend, each board mint is the total volume of the during the bilateral trade. So it's decreased, but on the other hand, China increased shipping their goods to Mexico from November to May. Especially this year, in May, they increased a lot shipping to the Mexico, and then assemble all the parts and then ship to the United States. Because United States only post Mexico 10% tariff, but most of the products, especially for the aluminum and the steel, and also vehicles, United States charge Canada 20% of the tariff. Okay, that's the question. But you will have a question about who paid the tax? Who paid the tariff? The answer is United States paid. The importer in United States and the consumer in United States, they pay the tariff. So you may think if the tariff paid by United States, why we need to worry about? Why we need to worry about? That is the problem. If a United States consumer they try to purchase a vehicle, one vehicle from Canada, another vehicle from Mexico. If these two vehicles identical, no change, no different. If the price different, obviously the consumer will select cheaper one. They won't go to buy expensive one. So that's the issue. So that's why most of the country negotiate with the United States. They want to lower the tariff. If they can lower the tariff, it means they can ship to the United States for a lower price, because even the importer, they pay the tariff, or the consumer pay the tariff, but the end of the price will be lower. So that's the disadvantage of the Canada, because Canada they don't have like a China, they have other country they can ship and assemble it and then transfer it to the United States. We are totally different. Is any other solution for Canada? Is there any alternative solution for Canada? Okay, we can see Canada and the EU, Europe, they have something increase their trade volume. Please watch this, the pictures. These pictures about each board means Canada and the EU, their trade volume is increased month by month, but it's only increased digit number. Probably it's only 3 or 4 billion, but Canada lost 2 digits number, 10 billion or 20 billion between the trade volume from the United States. It's very difficult to fill the space between the loss between the Canada and the United States. How about Canada and China? Their trade volume increased from last year November to this year May. So increase only 1 billion or 2 billion, that's all. So compared to the loss from United States, it's very difficult to cover that issue. But what Canada can do? Okay, we can follow something else. So that's the solution. I would like to tell everyone about it. In modern world, almost everyone used digit service. They used Google to search the map. They used the Google to translate. They used the Google to ask them questions. They also used the Facebook to post their own family data, something shared to their friends. They also used Apple, like a digit service, the Apple app. Most of the app you have to pay. And also, they use the Microsoft, the computer, to use their service. So they provide you a service. You pay because the advertisement pay the money to them. So that Europe, they already charge those companies about the digit tax. So I think Canada, he also can do it. They also can charge them the digit tax. Also, I'm wondering, those companies pay the tax, annual tax to Canada. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. But if they didn't, please charge them the tax, because I pay the tax every season. Every season, I have to file PST, GST. GST, I file in end of the year. PST, I file every season. But I don't think those companies pay the PST or GST to the Canada government. So why don't you charge them? This is the one we can do. If we charge them, if they don't follow our rule, they cannot stay in Canada. They cannot provide the service in Canada. That's it, simple. The simple question is, if you don't follow the Canada rule, please go home. Pack your bag. Go home. Go away. We don't like you. So that's the one we can do. The second thing is, we can create an incentive program. If all the digital company, they can establish their branch or headquarters in Canada, we can give them a tax cut, give them an incentive. They can have a lower tax rate. So like the United States, if the manufacturer site established in United States, they can have a lower tax. But obviously, in Canada, we don't need all the, that kind of the manufacturer line established in Canada. But we need something, better. It's a high volume, high tech manufacturer line, or is a software digital provider. They can establish their headquarters or, R&D center here. We can give them an incentive, tax lower. So that's the second one. I would like to encourage our government to do it, because we don't need, like United States, they just attractive any types of the manufacturing line. We don't need to do that. We need high volume, high tech, establish their own headquarters or establish their own factory in Canada. So my conclusion is, don't be afraid United States bullying us. We need to be strong. Strength. We have good talent. We have a good education system. We have a good people. So we need to, only thing is to attract, give them incentive, let them establish their headquarters here, and established good manufacturing line, established incentive them, established their headquarters. Also, we need to post something. They did something service here. They didn't pay any tax here. We need to have a reasonable the balance between the foreign countries. They sell their goods, they sell their service here, because everyone pay the money to purchase the app from the Google or from the Microsoft. They also pay the app from Facebook. So we need them paid. That is one question. Another thing is the United States, the digital company, they established the AI system, artificial intelligence. That is no good, because in their artificial intelligence system in Canada, if anyone asks them about the medicine for the advice, or something like the something disease treatment advice, they might provide us a wrong information. So it's not any regulation to those AI systems. we need to establish a regulation to them. The AI cannot provide any information to us because we have our own medication system, we have our own pharmacy system, we have our own licensed doctor, we have our own licensed pharmacist. So why we allowed them to provide incorrect information to us? We have to establish a regulation to them. If they cannot adjust the information they provided to us, they have to go away. They cannot stay in Canada. We don't welcome them. So that is the one. So we can establish our own honest and correct information, AI technology. But we cannot allow the AI that provide incorrect information in Canada. Something regulation we need to provide. Thank you for your watch. Please subscribe to my channel. I will have more video posts and have a wonderful day. Thank you.